Fueled by Deathcast.
I did that for a decade. Traveled around the world, maybe even 15 years. I did that because there was such thing as tattooing at Comic-Cons back then, you know. And I mean, really, you had San Diego Comic-Con, you had a couple little ones, but it wasn't really a thing.
Right.
So I started out like everyone else, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
And it showed me, honestly, tattooing at tattoo conventions showed me that I don't want to fucking do this anymore because I'm surrounded by a bunch of cliquey groups of assholes, and this guy next to this booth hates this guy, and he's talking shit, and they're fighting in the parking lot afterwards. I'm like, I'm not like that. My friends draw in comics, you know?
Yeah.
We don't go fight in the back parking lot. We go to the comic book shop and grab a burger and a beer, and we go geek out over the new Spider-Man issue, you know? Like,
so cool.
And I'm like, there's got to be another way. And that actually helped propel me and motivate me to show people that there's another way. And I think subconsciously that's kind of what eventually led to me coming up with my own TV show and that whole sort of thing, you know?
So how did you get caught up in this convention circuit then?
After Epic Ink aired, my business partner who owned a tattoo geeky app called the GeeksterInk app.
GeeksterInk,
Okay, he owned the GeeksterInk app, and he invited me to be a part of it and a part owner of it because at this point I had a name, you know, and he kind of wanted me to be the face of the, and I got a face for radio, the social media face of the company, you know. So he kind of wanted me to do that, and that kind of grew, and these Comic-Cons started hearing about it, and they're like, well, hey, he's got this, he was on TV, he was a reality star, you want to come appear at our convention, you want to come appear at our convention. So I started by appearing at a couple conventions, you know, doing the pictures and photo ops and stuff. And
was there anybody doing this at that time, or were you like the first tattooer at these conventions?
I don't know if I dare to say I was the first, but you know, I mean, there were some other tattoo shops and another little tour that was doing some con stuff, but it was real small scale. It was small peanuts, and I don't do anything fucking small, man. Hell no. You know what I mean? So I did a couple appearances, and I did a couple panels about, you know, mixing the entertainment industry with the art culture industry of tattooing and that sort of thing. And then that led to coming up with an idea of, you know, let's make this into a tour. Because I got all these guys are like, well, you're doing these Comic-Cons, I want to come do them, and blah, blah, that's what I'm into, you know? So the GeeksterInk app became the GeeksterInk Legends because I personally recruited these legends of geeky tattooing from all over the world. And I got about 80 to 100 guys. I have a group, I have a European team, I have an Australian team.
Really?
Yeah, I got East Coast, West Coast, you know. So I got all these guys that are really prominent in the pop culture tattoo community. They're known, you know, this guy's known for doing Star Wars, this guy's known for doing anime, you know, whatever the case may be.
That's so cool.
So I kind of recruited these guys and handpicked them, and my whole thing was to make sure two things. One, their art was amazing, but they had to be good people. Because I wasn't about to have my brand and my reputation be at stake in front of this massive platform of a lot of children and a lot of younger, more naive people when it comes to tattooing, you know. And I wasn't about to have that at stake with having a bunch of assholes that are used to tattoo conventions coming around and fuck this, and getting in fights and demanding money. So my main thing was you got to be a good artist at geeky stuff and passionate about geeky stuff. Not just, oh, you did a Star Wars tattoo 5 years ago. No, I want to see that shit posted every other day. But you also have to be a good person. You know, you got to have social skills, know how to talk to customers, get along with people. So that was the other key element. And that's what I did differently than other places was they just took whoever, but I was a picky little bitch, and I'm glad I was because now I'm like the last man standing. I got the biggest tour in the world. It's the biggest tattoo tour in the world. And it tattoos at all these Comic-Cons and stuff, and I'm super proud of it, man. And everyone who works at the booth is proud of it, and they so passionate about it that it's like it's all a part of us. We're a family.